Peace and love, family, and welcome back to another Sunday Hope and Healing session. I'm Royce Fletcher Thomason, and from the bottom of my heart, I send love to you with the intentions that it reaches you wherever you need it to reach you. I'm so glad for everything that is happening right now in this moment. We are here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Hope and Healing sessions to bring encouragement, to bring hope, to bring love, to bring light, and to bring healing. And we do that through things that I share, from things that have been certainly very beneficial to me on my journey, that people, can maybe benefit from in their journey as well. I endeavor to share those things. But we also offer actual healing. We're in the midst right now of a Transcending the Matrix class, just on a lunch break actually from the class. And Transcending the Matrix is a holistic based approach to healing that addresses every single aspect of a person's beingness. Through this methodology, I get to be who it is that I have become and whom I'm becoming, because of all of the blockages that get cleared out, all of the things that that I have been able to have touched by the pure love and divine light of God in my own life, areas where I was not letting that pure love and divine light in. Guess what? There's some areas in your life where there may be some blockages, where there may be some stagnation, there may be some trauma that still needs to be resolved, where there may be some unprocessed emotions, where there may be some ancestral issues passed down from generation to generation that still might be showing up in your life and needing to be healed and to be cleared, to help you to be able to flow in the fullness of who it is that you were divinely designed to be. And so I'm so thankful for all of we've got some beautiful souls in this class right now. And some wonderful souls who have helped to make this class possible for those who are participating in it. And so I'm just right now in this moment sending out a whole bunch of love to everybody who's participating in this training. I'm sending a bunch of love to you. And I want to say to you, I'm not going to be long, I'm going to be brief today, but I want to say to you that you are absolutely loved by a God who transcends your ability to understand the depth of love that God has for you. It is so expansive, it is so deep and so profound that regardless of what other people might perceive about you, regardless of what other people may have said to you about you, regardless of the stories that you've told yourself about yourself, none of those things can blot out the love of God for you. Whatever mistakes you've made, whatever poor decisions that you've made that may have negatively affected yourself and or others, greetings, Curly Conscious King, that may have negatively affected yourself or others, those cannot take away from the worthiness of love that God sees you as possessing. There's nothing that you can do to earn God's love. There's nothing you can do to make it go away. And guess what? Who you are is not your body. Who you are is not your problems. Who you are is not your decisions. Who you are is not your failures nor your successes. Your failures don't make you less valuable, and your successes don't make you more valuable. You have innate value just as a function of your very existence. You carry the seed of divine perfection in you. Whether that seed is buried deep down inside of you and you aren't aware of or not might be a different matter. But the truth of the matter is that who you are at your core, who you are at your essence, is an expression of the perfect peace, power, grace, purity, and love of God. Period. Right? Now, in the level of personality, You might have taken on some things. You might have some ways about yourself. And you probably do. That's part of what it is to be a human being living on planet Earth. Let me say that differently. That's what it is to be a soul expressing itself as a human being, dealing with the confines, constraints, and limits that come with the embodiment of human existence until one comes to the point of transcending all of that, which is the goal that we're all ultimately endeavoring to engage in anyway. Some religions may call that salvation. Some call it liberation. Some call it atonement, which is really at one-ment. Some call it enlightenment, but it's all speaking to the same thing, and that's us becoming free, returning to the state of divine freedom according to which we were initially designed, according to the infinite wisdom of God that is also carrying with it the infinite love of God, which also carries with it the infinite power of God. And you may wonder, if God is all powerful, then how could God allow certain things to happen to me or to happen in my life? If God is all loving, then why didn't God protect me from experiencing this or that particular thing? And I know that that can be a hard thing to conceptualize sometimes. Here's the thing. I'm in the midst of teaching this Transcending the Matrix class right now. That these folks who are in the class are really enjoying and appreciating, and that other people who've done this training over the last nearly 22 years have found a lot of value in and appreciation in. The reality of the matter is, Transcending the Matrix as a technique would not even exist had it not been for me loaning a computer to someone I was formerly dating and it breaking while it's in her possession. Transcending the Matrix would not exist had I not been in a state where I was living in Michigan, in Detroit, without electricity for a year and heating my home with a gas stove, just leaving it on all winter long. It wouldn't, Transcending the Matrix would not have happened if I hadn't gotten kicked out of seminary and been told by the people at the seminary that I wasn't going to be allowed to stay at their school because in their eyes, I didn't demonstrate a promise for ministry. None of these things would have happened. If none of these things would have happened, I wouldn't be in the place that I'm in now. And so there are things that happen that we don't like. And I could list a whole bunch of other things that I didn't enjoy at the time. But all of those things have helped to make so many other wonderful things possible. And so if you can just make room in your heart and in your mind for the possibility that all things are working together for your good, if you can make room in your heart and your mind for the possibility that no matter what things might seem like in a moment, that things aren't actually as they seem. You're seeing through a glass dimly. You're seeing through a veil. You're seeing through lenses through lenses and filters that aren't really clear. It's like looking through glasses that have all kinds of lines going through them horizontally and vertically, and you can only see so much, or having lenses, wearing glasses that are cracked all over the place, and everything that you see is distorted through the lenses that you're looking at them through. And we frequently feel a certain way about things based on our limited knowledge, our limited understanding, our limited perception. And we're thinking or wanting to tell ourselves that we have the whole picture, that we're seeing everything clearly, and that something is wrong. And when the only thing that's actually wrong is our perception about the thing. And if we could have a broader perspective than what we actually have, or be able to look at it from a panoramic perspective, or from a higher view, a higher perspective, then we would see that, like the chaos theory, that up close, everything seems chaotic. But when you take a step and you look from further back, you see that everything is actually operating in order. An order. And there is an order to the universe. There is an order to the cosmos. There is an order to your life. And although things might not seem to make sense, although things may seem unclear, although things may even seem downright unfair, there is a magic and there is a beauty at work in the background that you might not see yet. If you can just allow for that possibility, if you can allow a little space in your thought process for the possibility that there's a great cloud of witnesses working in the invisible realms on your behalf, that God is indeed perfecting the things that concern you. If you can open up for the possibility that the things that have been possibly painful or difficult or challenging in your life have not been things that were sent into your life to break you down, but things that were sent to break you out, to break you out of the matrix, to set you free, to strengthen you to be who it is that you really are, to clarify your spiritual vision, to create a newness of awareness in terms of the ultimate meaning of life, and to be able to operate from a space where you see above all of the illusions and above all of this false evidence that appears real, and can see the light and the love even in places where it appears to be hiding. Now, I know I've preached a little bit today, but know that I love you. Know that God loves you. Know that you are worthy of love. Know that healing is available for you. Know that wholeness is available for you. Know that divine perfection is your birthright, and you shall experience it. I encourage you to lay claim to that. Hold fast to the awareness that you are right now in this moment only experiencing pain and torment, and what you experience as being punishment, because you are yet in the process of being made perfect in love. Because perfect love casts out the fear, it casts out the false evidence that appears real. And when you allow yourself to be receptive and a receptacle for and to that pure unconditional love, you find that the brokenness just disappears. The hurt and the pain, it just disappears. The sickness and dis-ease, it just disappears. And in their place is love and healing and wholeness and well-being and joy. What I'm saying to you today is true. And if you can allow for a little possibility of that as true in your own life, you might see some wonderful and magical things start to open up for you. As we continue to endeavor to enter into this sustainable state of supreme satisfaction, until we meet again, I bid you adieu with peace and love, and I'll catch you next time.